Hi, this is an introduction video as well as setup and how to take the entries, where to exit, and finally what you need to do and what you shouldn't be doing with this indicator. These are the 4 steps that we are going to discuss. Now, let's start with the indicators. And for everyone who takes the Pro indicator, they will have 2 indicators getting. As of now, we are giving both the indicators. In future, we will only be giving one indicator. For now, this is Entry Pro, which you'll be having, and next one is Cumulative one. You need to activate these 2 indicators onto your screen. Once you have activated, these are not the levels that have been. This is how you will be looking at it. Now, what are the settings? The settings are very simple. Once you have this indicator, this entry indicator, which is on chart, on top chart, you need to set this one on daily. And if you have TradingView Premium, not any other, any other plans, but the premium plan, not the essentials, not the pro or any other, but premium. You need to have premium plan. If at all you do that, then you can use the seconds based data like I am using right now, and you need to turn this one on. If you have premium, you need to turn this one on and use 10 seconds and 1 day in this Entry Pro indicator. Okay. And then there are other settings like you can use VWAP if at all you're a volume and VWAP trader. You can use these, which is nothing but pivots, the external pivots and internal pivots, which can be identified. And then comes the trend line. You can use the trend line as well. The trend line will be plotting automatically. These are the settings to change the text that you'll be looking in the boxes. Okay, you can use them the way that you wanted to use, and that's it. There is nothing else in this Entry Pro indicator. And now, this bottom indicator is CVD. Just for the sake of your understanding, we have used CVD. Now, in this CVD indicator, the Team Taurus indicator, the bottom oscillator indicator, you need to use 12 months and 1 minute. Do not use anything else. Do not change anything else except for colors in this one. Okay, so these are the same. If at all you want it on the right hand side, you want it to be the text to be visible small, the line is always solid or whatever that you want to use. And this is moving average for CVD. If at all you know how to use it, you can use it or just leave it like that. And these are the settings for range. So what is range? That's one of the major indicator that we normally use in intraday and in swing both. So this is the range indicator. Once you activate range indicator, if at all you don't want your whole screen to be cluttered like this, too many lines and stuff, use today. So it shows only today's range, daily range. So if you place it on daily here, you can see the daily range. If you place it on weekly here, you can see the weekly range. Weekly range like this. And if at all you place it on monthly, you can see a monthly range. Okay. Now, whatever the range it is, the upper shaded part is called higher range, daily higher range. Okay. And this is daily lower range, daily upper range and lower range, you can call it. It's up to you. Now, let's see, for the sake of understanding, let's go with daily range. Okay. In daily range, you have 2 shaded areas where the price will be staying within that shaded area nearly 70% of the time. Later, these are the targets, target 1, target 2, and this is the liquidity area. Forget about this one, which will not be seen in the later version. Now, look at this. We are coming, the setup is done, guys. The whole setup is done. This indicator will be in 12 months and 1 minute. And do not change anything else except for colors. And you can change this for range. Range is daily that we are using. If you remove today, you can see the previous levels as well for your backtesting purpose. Now, in Entry Pro, you need to use daily and 10 seconds if you have premium TradingView, or else you can just undo this one so that the people who doesn't have premium can also use this indicator like this. But if at all you have a premium version of TradingView, this indicators works far better. So anyway, now what is happening here today in Nifty? What is happening? This is the range. We are talking about setup now. Okay, we are talking about setup. For understanding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place every day's range so that it will be easy for you to understand. Look at this. This is the range, guys. If this range is broken, this blue line here that you can see, let me make it a little bit bigger, or let me change the color. So this one here, this line here, okay, this line is liquidity line, which means if at all the price has to take liquidity, this is how it is going to be within this line. Okay, the very close line to the range area is the liquidity line. So now you will see every day the price stays within this range. If at all, only if at all, the price breaks this range and sustains above, that's when it is going to hit our target. Okay, these are the target areas. Doesn't matter where and what it is. If at all this area is broken, the target will be reached either to the first one or to the second one. Now look at this. Within the range, this is the second scenario. If the target is breached at the end of the day, the next day there is a 90% possibility that the target will be reached on the first two candles, or probably in the first 1 hour itself. Which means if this day the range is broken and it didn't touch its target, the next day, if at all there is a flat opening, this is the target hit, and then the price will move up. You can see this here. See, the liquidity area is not breached here. The liquidity is being taken, and obviously price all the way down. Now here, look at this. The range is not broken down on this particular day. The next day, though the price opened here, the market went back into the range, the same area. So with this, you can clearly see the range of the day and what happens once it breaks the range where the price is heading to. This is the daily thing. This is the daily range that you will be looking at. You can use weekly, monthly, daily, and any other time frames that you wanted to use, if at all you're using Forex or any 24-hour entity. Now this is a weekly range. Now, for today, the week is done. And I'm pretty much sure tomorrow, that is next week, the price is going to touch 25,500. 25,500. Why? Because the price sustained above the liquidity area, and that is what working as support right now, and the price is heading to this point. Now, look at this. The liquidity is not broken, so it didn't come down. Now here, look at this. The liquidity is not broken. Whole week within the same range. Most of the time, the price stays within this range. And so now I'm going to change it to monthly, and you will see the difference. This is the range. You definitely need to understand the range, guys. If you don't understand the range, it will be really hard for you to follow this. Now look at this. This is the monthly one, and the last month the price did break the liquidity area here, and this month we have seen the target one, and between maximum, remember, it's always between the target 1 and target 2, and nearly 40% of the times the target 2 will be hit, but nearly 95% of the times the target 1 will definitely hit. So now look at this. The next day, this month, broken here and right away to the target area. It did opened at the target, and after the target is done, the price started moving back. Every month, look at this. Every month, within the range, the target broken, sustaining below, and all the way to the target. If at all it didn't, see, it will stay within this range. Within this range. Now, this is something that happens very rarely. So do not judge the setup or indicator Understand that our setup that we are trading or you are about to trade in future is 80% accurate, which means in every 10 trades, you will maximum lose 2 or the max of 3 trades. Okay, max of 3 trades. So now look at this. Absolutely, it did take liquidity around here and all the way to the down of this target. There you go. Sometimes like this happen. We can't do anything. Rare occasions. Even in June month, the election day, the monthly low has been tested, targeted, and then head towards upside. There you go. So this is how it will be, guys. You don't have to worry about how far the market will be going, how far, where is it going, what will happen, and all that stuff. All you have to do is choose one time frame, choose one trading setup that suits you. Like if you're an intraday, use only daily. If you like to do swing trading, go for weekly and monthly. It's up to you. Now let's go to our entry positions. Now let me place this. I'm an intraday trader, so I perfectly believe in daily. So let's go to daily with 5 minutes time frame, which is our favorite time frame for intraday traders. Now it's taking some time. It's a big indicator, guys. That's too much of calculation, so it takes a couple of seconds. So please consider it. Now, as today we did have a support here. Now this is the support, first support that we have seen at the day lower range, DLR. This is daily lower range. At the lower range, we had our first support, and the price came all the way down. It did break the high of the day and yesterday's high as well. So it is a perfect moment, guys. And then when the price comes down to this area, we would love to buy from here. So if at all the price gets into this, now guys, look at this. There is something called entry. I have given entry, and overall how much will be the stop loss. So if at all you have taken an entry here, let's say this is future. If at all you have taken an entry here, 24,565. Okay, and from there you need to place your stop loss for 24 points, which means 24,565 to 2440. This is your stop loss max. You can give another 5 to 10 points if at all you find with 30-40 points of stop loss in index, which will be somewhere around 15-20 in your option if at all you're doing, or future is happily safe 20-30 point. Now the price did not touch here. Okay, the price did not touch, but it started giving you a new support, and once you saw the new support, you can go for a trade here because you already have a trade. So now if at all the price comes into this, you can place a trade here, and your first target will be the previous swing high and then the later one. Let me tell you one thing before this happens. I believe in supports at the major highs. This capital lettered MHH is called major higher high. I believe in them. I don't believe in smaller, small letter one, which is called internal structure, which means they're not that strong. They are heading towards the direction where the major structure is. So now this is the low where it took a liquidity and it gave you a bullish signal. So definitely when the price comes down into this area, if at all you got a buy signal here, you can place a buy signal here, or else wait for the price to touch this one. This is where you will take your entry, and the recent swing high, the first target will be your recent swing high. If at all it is broken, you can see clearly another support has been given. Now you can wait until the price heads into this support, or else you can place a trade right away if you can risk this stop loss, whatever the stop loss that you are looking at there. Okay, it's up to you now. So now this is how our entries will be, and exits, remember, it is always the recent swing high, which means if at all I'm taking a trade here, that is 24,640, my initial target for my first target will be 24,735. This is where I'm going to exit my maximum position. I might leave 10% to 15% to my second target. So what is my overall target yesterday? From 636 to this is my overall target 790. That's 150 points. And if you say, sir, we are going to lose the whole area, if you're going to exit here, then I'll ask you, how many times did you catch the whole move? No one catches the whole move, not even the masters of the market, like money making masters, like the guys who are pushing the price up. They keep exiting, they keep booking the profits every 50, 60 point, 50 point, 100 point. They keep booking the profits. So if at all you want to do like that, let's say that you have entered 10 quantity or 5 quantity here, you will exit 4 quantity here, and you'll stay with that 1 quantity until you see the price coming back into your buy zone. You can stay like that. That is one way of staying. So this is the entry, guys. That's how your entry will be. And sometimes you will be seeing something like this. For good sake, this is what it is. See, when you have a support within a resistance area, what should I do, sir? What's so rush? Trade only the one where you don't see such. Or else if you want to trade this, just wait until whichever side the market moves or where the liquidity is being taken. You can clearly see the highs are not being broken, but the lows are being broken. It is making a smaller, higher highs and stuff, but it did not break the major high that it before, the one that is created before. Okay. So if at all this area is broken, this is your stop loss, and here you will be taking your trade, and your target will be this area. Simple. If at all you're already in a sell position, like this is a sell area, this is where you need to sell, and this being your stop loss a little bit higher, then you can stay in the game until it touches this area here. Until it touches the support area. That's not a small thing, that's 100 points. It will be very good. So if at all the market moves in a sideways, that is not our indicator problem or a person's problem. It's clearly the market is not interested to move. An indicator cannot tell you if the price is going to move or not. An indicator can tell you where there are sellers and where there are buyers. This is something you need to understand. So what do we do early in the morning? This is a complete setup with entry and exits. We have done entry and exits. We have done the setup. And now how do we do this? Every day I test my 1 hour resistance. There you go. I test my 1 hour resistance. Yesterday, that's where the rejection happened. And I will see if I'm going to go for a sell position or buy position according to the opening. Let's say the opening is gap up, which means the resistance has been broken. If the 15-minute candle sustains there, or 1 hour candle sustains above, or if I see in 5 minutes after opening, in 5 minutes, if I see the resistance has been broken and the higher range, the daily higher range is broken, then I will see what sort of price action is happening between this higher range and liquidity, and my target will be this area. If at all it is going up, if at all it is coming down, then my target is downside. But you can see clearly there is not enough volume in the market today. So the price did not move much. So this is the video, guys. If there is anything else, you can send a message in my Telegram. I'll definitely respond. And please wait a little bit because I might respond a little late in Telegram. And the thing that you shouldn't be doing with this indicator is very simple. Do not try to trade in extreme lower time frames like 1 minute, 2 minutes, or no, don't do that, please. That will be very dangerous because you're looking at a very smaller time frame. It will be very hard for you to trade. If at all you want to trade, the least time frame that you can do is 3 minutes, not more than that. Okay, and do experiment with the settings. If there is any new setup that you have invented out of this, I'll be really happy to learn from you. Thank you, guys. That's all for the day, and have a nice day. If there are any doubts, questions, you can question me.